My pleasure to be joined by the founder of the Running Room, a man synonymous with running in this country, John Stanton. And John, thank you very much for doing this. And it does come during an interesting time, given the fact we're even doing this interview the way we are right now. I would just love to hear from you, John. I know for myself personally, I feel so much better every single day when I get outside and go for a walk or go for a run. It really helps me mentally for the rest of the day. What is the interconnection you see between mental health and physical health?
Well, there's a profound impact on people when we exercise. There's been many studies done by universities and healthcare professionals that validates that exercise, walking, running, cycling, swimming, any of those that you choose, have a profound effect on your mental health, your physical health, and your spiritual health. Everybody knows that you can come home from work stressed out with the burdens of the day on you, and you feel tired and fatigued. And, if you can convince yourself to go for, 20 to 30-minute run, walk, bike, swim, you'll come back invigorated. You'll discover that you were physically not tired. You were mentally fatigued, and your mental fatigue can be rejuvenated through exercise, and it has a positive effect on us. We know that when we exercise, it improves our clarity of thinking. We make more profound, concise, clear decisions when we exercise. It allows us, when we go out and we're faced with a problem, whether it be a personal problem, a professional problem, or some problem in the community you're trying to resolve in a community action. And when you go for a run or a walk, often we look at it and say, wow, the answer is so simple. Why am I stewing over trying to find a solution? Or you'll go for a run or walk and say, gee, I don't have an answer for that just yet either, but I'm going to enjoy my run and walk. And you come back rejuvenated and ready to take on the other challenges in your life.
Well, that's a really good point. And we talk about technology. We're using it right now, in fact, to do this. And we know there's a very useful purpose, but sometimes it becomes overwhelming. And I know that's a challenge that faces a lot of parents, a lot of kids in this country as well. You talk about convincing yourself to get outside. What's your best advice for helping get the younger generation, for anybody really, John, off of their phones and somewhere outside?
Well, I think we need, as human beings, we're social creatures, and today we're all attached to technology. With all the changes going on in the world right now, many of us have discovered that the other avenues of technology and some of the vital portions of it. When we exercise, often we end up having to do that alone. And when we do exercise alone, or we do it with somebody that is from our same household, we can go out and we can communicate and we can exercise. Parents can go out with kids, and where sometimes you're having a difficult conversation across a kitchen table to have a discussion about something. When you're out there running or walking or cycling, you're two athletes just out there experiencing nature. And it's amazing sometimes the kind of conversation you can have and the inhibitions that are dropped. And it's no longer parent and child or husband and wife. It's hard to argue when you're out there exercising together, and you think more positively. You become more creative in your thinking. So I think it has a profound effect on us mentally when we're out there. But when we get into a regular routine of exercise, it just proves that we start to reap the benefits. We have a higher energy level. We have more positive in our thinking, and it affects all aspects of our life. We start to sleep better. We make better decisions on nutrition. When you exercise regularly, you start thinking about what you're eating. When you don't exercise and you're feeling sorry for yourself, you reward yourself with the kind of foods that you shouldn't be eating sometimes.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And you mentioned it earlier, how all of this is so interconnected, and mental health is connected to physical health, and that's connected to spiritual health as well. You've been ahead of the curve. You've been trying to get Canadians up and moving and running and walking for a very long time now. When you look at the future of this country and the goal to become the fittest country on the planet, what does your ideal Canada look like from that perspective, John?
Well, it involves all of us. At the Running Room, we've done a pretty good job. We've got nearly 1 million people mobilized in Canada. But when you got over 30 million people in Canada, there's still a lot of work to be done. And there's a lot of people that are not exercising at the level that they should be. And the responsibility doesn't lie with the government. It doesn't lie with industry. It doesn't lie with the healthcare professionals. It doesn't lie with community services. The responsibility is all of us working together in a combined effort to make sure that we get people out and show them the benefits of being active. I firmly believe that it starts with the family unit, that if we could gather like we do, today with technology, people don't even gather for meals anymore at common times. So often people, because they're working different schedules and working different hours, and we're involved in our sports and we're involved in other activities, sometimes we don't gather as a unit. And if you could once a week gather as a unit like you do at a Sunday dinner, gather as a unit for some exercise, that would help get people mobilized. We need to show our children that exercise is a profound part of their learning process. This generation of children will be a generation that will not outlive their parents. And it's a tragedy unfolding in our country. We have to do something about it. And the onus is the responsibility of everybody working together. There's a lot of great resources. We're a great resource when it comes to running and walking. There's great resources when it comes to team sports. There's great resources when it comes to nutrition and healthcare. But we need a common meeting point so that people can come to a resource center and we can all work together for the mutual benefit of all Canadians.
Well, and when people come together, they talk and they share stories. And one that we're sharing here tonight with the Lifetime Achievement Award going to Dr. Jack Taunton is what an inspiration he's been. In your opinion, John, and I know you've worked closely with Dr. Jack in the past, how can sharing his story, how can bringing more visibility to it help inspire future generations?
Well, Jack Taunton epitomizes what being athletic is about. And all of us need to think about being an athlete. Jack Taunton was a high performance marathon runner. Jack Taunton went on as a high performance sports medicine person. He's noted around the world for his various studies and his research that he's done. He's passionate about what he does. As he's aged, as we all age, we slow down. The aging process takes its toll on us. But you can still be active at every age. You can still be proactive in getting other people to enjoy the sport and enjoy the lifestyle benefits that we have from it. And to do it based on science, to make sure that people are given the information in clear, concise manner, in simplistic terms that are easy to understand, but yet are backed and proven by science. And that's what Jack Taunton epitomizes. And he lives the lifestyle as well as preaches it.
Well, you certainly do as well. And we really appreciate you being a big part of this initiative here tonight. Thank you very much for doing this, John. We'll talk again soon, and we'll try to catch up with you wherever we're running around this country.
Okay, well, let's get Canada all up and running.
We will certainly do that. Great words. That is the founder of the Running Room, John Stanton.